everybody. Welcome to the Father's Heart.
All right, so just got done speaking at the first aisle tour here. We won't see all of the attendees.
Deep dive, we'll get you in there and show you how to create it. Time talking about what you're really trying to do.
Here I am heading through the kitchen. How's it going? Go backstage here. This has been.
I had control in the driver's seat, but my hands are slipping off the wheel. Now the tables have turned. Now I'm up all night. I'm picturing you acting like a fool. I'm on the other side. You're like a full moon, and I'm up all night howling at you.
So that was a quick tour. Wanted to take you on the tour mostly just so you could see the scale of the event. It was a pretty cool event. Honor to be able to actually present at the event. But the biggest thing is that I've actually been really afraid in terms of being a public speaker. And it's something that I know God has gifted me to do, but I had a lot of fear around that. And it's interesting if I think for most of us, the gifts and the talents that God has given us sometimes have the most fear associated with them. And I believe that's because we then have to depend on God in order to step out and do those things. And that's really where the power is at. He doesn't, sometimes we have natural talents, but the things that really have kingdom power are the places where we're weak and we have to depend on the Lord. So that's how it was for me in public speaking. And I just was wrestling with a ton of fear, and I'd been praying for a while and asking God, hey, I have this fear, can you help me out? And several weeks passed and didn't get any answer. So I went for a walk one night and kind of had a heart-to-heart with God and even yelled at him a little bit and just said, God, if you were my earthly father, you say you're my father? If you were my earthly father and I came to you and told you I was having this fear, this issue, you would give me some wisdom. You would give me an answer. But here I am and you haven't said anything. You say you're supposed to be a father to me. And what I heard God say was, it's okay to fail. And initially I thought, like, it's crazy. It's not okay to fail. But what he was trying to tell me was, as long as you do something to the best of your ability, as long as you are trying to be excellent and to give me glory, then you essentially never can fail because you're my son. That's your identity, and that is secure. It's set by the blood of Jesus, and I've adopted you and grafted you into my family. And so what that means is your inheritance is secure. Your place at the table is secure. You're my son. There's nothing that can take you out of my hand. And so if we can get a hold of that, it'll begin to remove fear from our life and from stepping out and doing what God's called us to do, because we realize whether we get it right or not, that we are sons and daughters of the Most High. It's interesting too is that will begin to deliver you from fear, but also deliver you from the praise of man. Because I don't need people to like everything that I do. If they do, that's great. If they don't, they don't. Ultimately, this is for God. He's my dad. I'm his son, and that's all that matters. And if you don't like what I'm doing, it doesn't change that. And so it's really, really freeing, and I encourage you to hear the Father speaking to you. You can't fail. You're my son or my daughter. That is secure, and let that free you. I love y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye.